Yeah, good evening, everybody. Welcome. My name is God's Power Ejakebe. I'm a Forex trader. I'm a life coach. And to the glory of God, I've been training a lot of people via this means. So I want to say something quickly. Um, I sincerely appreciate all of you for coming for this program. It's not easy. I know a number of times when I'll run adverts, some people will just say a whole lot of things. But I want to thank you for coming. And I assure you that since you are here, you are going to enjoy this program to the fullest. I'm sure of that. Now, what exactly are we doing for this program?
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Good evening. Welcome, Mr. Adodo. Is there any question? So, what
Yeah,
exactly?
yeah, yeah.
Hmm,
Now you wanted to know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Hope you can hear me clearly.
Yeah, yeah, sure, I can hear you.
Yeah. So, what exactly are we doing for this program, class? We are starting with introduction to forex trading, exchange rate, fundamental analysis, technical analysis. Then we talk about indicators, strategies, and indicators. Day two, which is tomorrow, we talk about pips, lots, leverage, brokers, platforms, and charting softwares, types of traders, swing, day, position, scalp. They will now look into technical analysis. Now, class, day three, we look into MetaTrader 4, Android and desktop version. How to use MetaTrader 4. How to open trades using MetaTrader 4. Then we now look into market execution and pending orders. We now look into lot size, partial closing, trade stopping, swing trading, hedging. 4, which is the last day for this training, we go into how to manage your trade, the use of my FX book, investing.com, Forex Factory, Trading View. Are you with me? So, trading strategies that work. These are the exact things we'll be doing. So, let's start. Introduction to Forex trading. Just a minute. Now, what's Forex? Forex means foreign exchange, and it is the largest financial market where currencies are bought, sold, and exchanged one for another. Unlike, for example, stock markets, it has no centralized exchange and transactions are performed over the counter. That is, participants trade with one another through a worldwide network of banks, brokers, and other financial institutes. It is one of the most actively traded markets in the world, with an average daily trading volume of $5 trillion. Now, class, Forex is just like I I take a currency to the Northerners, I take uh, dollar to them, and they convert to me in naira. People always make their analysis by saying that Forex is more or less like trading currency pairs, which I agree with you totally. You know, if you look at it so carefully, people have made a lot of statements as regards Forex. That Forex is a no-go area. Forex is where you you lose money. I have a slogan I tell people. If you don't know the secret to Forex trading, that is when you lose. Like there's a say that every successful trader today has lost money one way or the other. That's because the successful trader was a novice until the trader found strategies and patterns that worked for them. Are you with me? So now, look at it. How much can you gain in this business? You can gain, um, you can gain $5 trillion. $5 trillion is actually dropped in the forex market daily. Are you think? So if $5 trillion is dropped in the forex market, how much will Mr. Ezekiel and I profit in the forex market? Are you think? Now look at it. As a global market, forex is open 245. Yes, forex pairs are open from Mondays to Fridays. It's only cryptocurrency I know they run throughout the week. Cryptocurrency they run from Mondays through to Sunday. Now, what section are we looking at? London, New York, Tokyo, Frankfurt, Hong Kong, Singapore, Paris, and Sydney. And what section or what trading section do we have? We have the Asian section, we have the European section, and we have what? The American section. Somebody will be asking, what exactly do we do in Forex? Like in cryptocurrency, we know perfectly that cryptocurrency, we can exchange, you can do pair-to-pair. Are you with me? You can use cryptocurrency to buy anything all around. But what exactly do we do in Forex trading? We either buy or we sell. I repeat, we either buy or we sell. Now, look at it so closely. We have two animals. The green animal is the bull, and the white animal is the bear. Now, who trades Forex? The major body that trade Forex are the central banks. And a very good example of the central banks are Central Bank of Nigeria, Bank of England, Bank of Canada, European Bank of America, Central and so on, Bank of Japan. All these are the major bodies that handle Forex. Aside these banks, who exactly assists this bank? They are commercial banks. And the commercial banks are Eco Bank, Keystone Bank, Polaris Bank, GT Bank, Zenith Bank, so on and so forth. All these are the banks that trade Forex. All these are what? Are the banks that trade Forex. Multinational corporations, they also trade Forex. Individual investors, they also trade Forex. Who are the individual investors? The individual investors are who? You and I. You and I that we know that how much do we even have in this market? Are you with me? These are the people that trade Forex. I repeat, these are the exact people that what? That trades Forex. Now, I have a flow chart for this. The central bank are the major people that are in charge of Forex. Look at it so clearly. They're actually the middlemen. Look at them. Central bank, central bank, central bank. Major banks are those banks I just listed. Zenith Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank, Eco Bank, so on and so forth. We all trade Forex. Forex rather. Brokers are also parts. These brokers too, they also what? They trade Forex. Now, retail traders are just like you and I. If you don't call them retail traders, they call them individual investors. They are also responsible for what? For trading Forex. Now look at it so clearly. You have base currency. There are two types of, okay, let's talk about base currency and code currency. The first listed currency pair is called the base currency, and the second currency is called the code currency. Currency pair compares the value of one currency to another. The base currency versus the code currency class. Euro USD. Euro is the base, while the other is the code. USD is the code. GPP AUD. GPP is the base, while the AUD is what? The code. Now, let me repeat myself. Euro USD. Euro is the base, while USD is what? The code. GPP AUD. GPP is the base, while AUD is the what? Is the code. XAU USD. XAU is the symbol AU. I'm sorry, I'm not intimidating. For those that did chemistry in school, AU is the symbol of gold. Are you with me? XAU is the base currency, while USD is the what? The quote currency. Now, class, let's do a simple analysis. I have a pair of shoes. A pair of shoes is a combination of what? Left shoe and what? The right shoe. Are you with me? Now, listen carefully. If you observe, you notice that euro is the currency spent by European countries. USD is a currency spent by what? United States dollar. Sorry, United States of America. GBP is the currency. GBP, Great Britain pounds, is spent in UK. I think. While AUD is Australian dollar, which is also spent the Australian dollar that is spent in what? Australia. I think. So let's proceed. Now for XAU USD, XAU is gold. Like class, there are so many things you can trade in Forex. You can trade metals. That cryptocurrency people talk about. Sometimes I trade cryptocurrency. I can trade cryptocurrency in Forex. Are you okay? So that is that. XAU is the base currency, while USD is what? The quote currency. Exchange rates. The rate at which one currency will be exchanged for another is regarded as the value of one country's currency in relation to another currency. One believe that one currency will rise against another currency, we buy. And the strong currency, we buy the strong currency. And we sell the what? The weak currency. I don't waste time on theory. Let me go straight to practicals. If you have GPP AUD, let's say GPP AUD is having an exchange rate. Hello, do you know what exchange rate means? Exchange rate means that you convert GPP to Naira. What value does it give you? You convert Australian dollar to Naira. What value does it give you? Now, GBP AUD is 1.16432. Now, let's say on a normal ground, GBP was 800. Of course, Great Britain pounds is stronger than Australian dollar. And this was 500. Let's say this led to 1.16432. Please, class, I am not saying that 800 divided by 500 is that. You know, we are just trying to work on some things here. So please, as a matter of fact, 800 divided by 500, let me do it mathematically. That should be 1.6. Yes, I'm correct. 1.6000. Let's say Madam Apama called me that, God's power, GPP has increased in the market to 900. That would be what? 900 divided by 500. 900 divided by 500. Let me see the mathematics of this. That's 1.8000. Class, I want to say something. Whenever the base currency increases in the market, you know, the base is the first currency. From 800 to 900, what do you do, class? You buy. I repeat, whenever the base currency increases in the forex market, what do you do, class? You buy. Now, whenever the base currency, let's say some minutes later, Mr. Epon called me that that GPP is dropping the market. What's it dropping to? Let's say it drops to 700. 700 divided by 5. That should be 1.4. Yes, I'm correct. Class, look at it. There's a droppage from 1.6 to 1.4, and there's an increment from 1.6 to what? 1.8. So what do? You will sell this currency there. I repeat, what do? You sell this currency there. Thank you. Fundamental and technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is a way of looking at the forex market by analyzing economic, social, and political forces that may affect currency prices. Now, what am I trying to say? If, for instance, you have um, you have a trade running, and the trade is affected by the news, that's a very good example of what fundamental analysis. It's a way of looking at the forex market by predicting what exactly is happening in the market. Like today, if anybody traded here today, GPP USD was on a serious buy. I repeat, GPP USD was what? Was on a serious buy. That's a what? A good example of what? Fundamental analysis. I think I'm even checking the charts right now. I think GPP USD is about to drop right now. It has reached its limits. Don't worry. Day three, I will drop some apps that I can use to predict the situation of a trade. I promise you. I'll drop some app that you can use to predict the situation of what? Of some trades. So that's what they are trying to look at it. It's a way of looking at the forex market by analyzing all this. What is happening? I hear people saying that I'm a fundamental analyst, I'm not a technical analyst. I laugh because there's no crime for you to be a fundamental analyst. Are you with me? There's no crime for what? For you to be in a what? Fundamental analyst. Technical analyst is when the study of price pattern on particular assets. Are you with me? This is when you use charts, Fibonacci levels to predict the market. This is when you use charts, Fibonacci level to predict what? The forex market. Sometimes when I even see how people use technical analysis, I smile. Some people confuse themselves a lot. I'm sorry to say this. If in technical analysis, you don't need to know the 1,500 strategies in the world. Use the strategies you are convenient with. When you use those strategies, you see that what? You always win in the forex market. Like, to the glory of God, I'm not bragging here. There's no day I don't profit in the forex market. I have my life account. I trade for people. I have Signal Group. I do a lot of activities just on what? Forex. That's different sources of income. Are you with me? So please, that is that. Please, I want to make a quick announcement. I always do this in all my classes. Please, if you are here today and you believe that after Mr. Gospel's training, I will use $100 to make $600, class, you are in the wrong place. I repeat, you are in the wrong place. I am not making money like that. If I tell you how I make my money in the forex market, you'll be marveled. I try to be careful. I try to be careful because sometimes greed can put you in a very big trouble. So what is the logo? If you are in this class, the logo is one, you must be very patient, and number two, you must what? You must not be greedy. That has been carrying me in this business. See, let me tell you something you don't know. As large as $5,000 is in the forex market, if you are so greedy, you can burn it in 5 minutes. If you think I'm lying, I will tell you currency pair right now. FRA 40. I'm talking about large currency pairs. US 30. Go and make a research about this, what I'm calling now. I think they are more or less like stocks or futures. Then you see what they call VIX FX. If with VIX FX, you can't trade with nothing less than $1,000. With that, you can burn your account. So you have to know your risk management, and that's what we've done in day 4. Thank you so much. Class, is there any question before we go? Madam Apama and Mr. Epun, ask your questions, please. Please ask your questions. Okay, if there's no question, thank you very much, class. See you tomorrow. Please, latest tomorrow, 8:30, you should be in the class. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good night, everybody.